Hello guys, welcome to the next video tutorial on Android app development for beginners. And in this video we will see an overview of Android activity lifecycle. So in the last video I have shown you that whenever you go inside this Java folder in your app and when you click this main activity, this is the main brain or main logic of your Android activity application. And this is a Java class which inherits from activity class. But when you take a look at this, here extend means inheriting from this class, right? But you don't see that it's inheriting from the activity class. It's inheriting from action bar activity. So it's like a multiple inheritance, and at the last the base class or super class here is the activity class. So to demonstrate this main activity is inheriting indirectly from activity class. What you can do is you can just press control plus or control and hover over this action bar activity and click it, and you will reach to the action bar activity. And you can see this action bar activity is inheriting from this class, which is fragment action. So you can just press control and hover over this fragment action and click it, and now you can see this fragment action extends from activity. So indirectly your main activity is inheriting from activity class, right? So now every activity has its life cycle. For example, when your program or activity launches, first method it looks for or it calls is this method, which is onCreate method, and we are just overriding this method from the class we are inheriting from, right? So here we are calling it, and the first thing when we start our application is we want to launch the layout or set the view of the layout. Layout is just this design, right? So the first method which will be called here is the onCreate method. In the same way, here you can call different method. For example, whenever you run your Android app, you can user can resume this, and he can go to some other Android app, for example this Android app, and the other Android app, which was our actual app, was running in the background because it's not closed, but it's running in the background. But you can close this app also by going back and close it. So there are some method which are called when you do these all actions. When you go to your menu here, you can call your app by clicking on the app, and it will open like this, right? So when you click this app icon, or when you do some other cool things with your application, what are the method which are called, this you can write here. And the overview of these method you can see on Android website in the documentation. This link I'm going to give you in the description of this video, so you can go to this documentation. This is really extensive documentation, and here you will see a diagram which will demonstrate the basic life cycle of an activity. So this is the same picture as this. And what happens when you launch your application? First method which is called, as I have told you, is onCreate, and this onCreate method calls this set content view, which sets the layout for you for the activity, right? Then if you add this method or override this method on start, this method is called when your activity starts. Okay, so after creating your layout, you can call this method. So this method is called. So this is the chronological life cycle of your activity. So these are the method which are called one by one if you add this method in your Java file, main activity Java file. Then you can resume this application or pause this application, right? And in between, this application runs. Okay, so these are the chronological order of these function which can be called by your activity. So resume, then activity is running. Then if you want to call another activity, for example, you are on the home page of your application and you want to see the about page of your application, you go or you click some button, and then this activity which is running is paused, and then your new activity is going to start. Okay, and then if you unpause this, the activity is no longer visible and stop. Okay, and whenever you shut down or you close your application, it destroys your activity and shuts down, right? So you can go to this page and you can read about these activity and these functions, what every function means. But I'm going to give you a example how they are called in this chronological order, so that we have the better understanding which method is called when we launch our application here. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to give you this example of calling all these method one by one, and we will see how they are called whenever we launch our activity. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and